All right, good morning, Mr. Chavez. Mr. Chavez, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The street takeover task force was investigating a takeover in a parking lot in Harris County, Texas, when the officers observed the defendant doing donuts in the vehicle, coming within 10 to 15 feet of other vehicles that made up the pit. The officers.
And right here, pay attention, this is where things heat up. The judge is about to find probable cause, which is basically the court saying, yep, we have enough to move this case forward. Quick question for you all. Should reckless driving at a street takeover automatically allow the state to seize your car? Let me know what you think.
Saw the defendant do approximately 3 to 4 donuts, and undercover officers maintained visual until uniformed officers made a traffic stop. The officers observed the defendant operating the vehicle in the driver's seat.
Mr. Chavez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a Texas driver's license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Not in my name.
Then you're not allowed to drive. I'm going to have you sign an affidavit.
Did you catch that? The judge isn't playing. Texas law lets prosecutors seize vehicles involved in these stunts, even on a second offence. Imagine losing your entire car over a few donuts in a parking lot. Fair punishment or too extreme? Drop your verdict in the comments.
Affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. Let me make something else perfectly and abundantly clear to you that the Texas legislature has made it extremely easy for district attorneys across the state of Texas to seize and take cars from individuals who partake in this type of action. In fact, we had one here yesterday where a car was seized, a very, very expensive car on a second. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you endanger my public, then likewise, you will go to jail. I'm going to revoke your bond if you endanger my public. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Before you start driving, you must come back and get approval from us. Do you understand? Don't just start driving because I don't want to take your word that you have a car insurance. Owen can get with you, come back. He knows how to handle this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. But the truck has insurance.
I don't you have a lawyer. I don't want you to say anything now.
Okay.
Just get with your lawyer. He can advise you how to go forward. But I'm telling you now, I'm ordering you not to drive. You don't have car insurance.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, Mr. Chavez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get you to Victoria. We will have you sign a reset. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Owen. If Owen tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, it's not going to go well for you here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on. Thanks, man. Hey, can you file? So we need him to also sign bond conditions. Owen, I also need him to sign bond conditions, no reckless driving, donuts, racing. So we'll have him take a seat in the jury box. Once he signs it, then
Yes, Judge.
please. Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
when did we first test Mr. Smith?
So for Mr. Smith, I see an order prior to when I was here on October 7th to have Mr. Smith go to a drug test that day. He never reported, so that's why the BVR was filed. And so then we had some tests on the 9th, and those were now confirmed by the lab positive use of THC. But I believe.
So that was October 9th.
No, October 7th, we ordered them to test, they did not.
Okay.
We caught that a little late, filed the BVR, and then we adjusted a little bit last week, I believe, or the beginning of.
How is it that we ordered him to test in October and he's now in December testing? How on earth? It's unacceptable.
It was a court-ordered drug test, and I don't think you wanted them to come back after testing.
But if they don't test and they're required to come back and we either make them test again or do so, or there's other ramification, but we don't, how on earth can we go a month and a half and then nothing happens?
Yes, Judge, I understand, but we did, prior orders, we tested them again this week, and those have come back for THC.
Who was here working that day?
I can look into it, but it's really no way of knowing for sure because there was no assigned officer here at the time.
Someone had to have signed an order. To go test. There's always a way. There's always a paper trail.
Yes, Judge. Sorry, this is from the court. Since they never made the appointment, but it was one of our officers' noses. So
What do we do with this, Mr. Brooker? How do we hold Mr. Smith accountable?
Judge, I know what I've done since Monday. Mr. Smith and I have talked very frequently this week. I admonished him thoroughly about the THC usage. He explained to me what happened with that, and he understands the seriousness of it. He understands what's at risk. It's correct what you said that he doesn't have any support out there, financial or otherwise. I'm actually happy that he was able to make it here on time today because I was concerned about that. So that was twice this week. He wants to be compliant. He wants to do what's best. He wants to dispose of the case.
I don't believe that.
I know, Judge.
I don't believe that. He's telling me that you want to be compliant. I don't think so. You repeatedly do whatever you want to do without regard to court orders, and it does not work like that. You repeatedly fail to appear here. You blow off the test, and now you're testing positive. What am I supposed to do? Just let you go?
I missed one day, and that was the day I was supposed to come, and I didn't have no way up here. I didn't even.
You can take the bus.
I'm in Humble. The bus did not come out of Humble. I'm literally sleeping at the park right now, like, okay, and I'm still, okay, listen.
And Judge, even with those challenges, Tristan has been in school. Even on the Zoom appearance from last week, I believe he was Zooming in from school that day, the day that he couldn't make it, and got down here on that Monday.
I don't know what to believe with him. I really don't. Unless you provide me proof with something, I'm not going to believe a word that comes out of your mouth. I don't believe, because the problem is that you tell me that you're going to, you tell me you're going to do things, and then when it's time to, you don't. So how am I supposed to handle this? What am I supposed to do?
Judge, he came in on Monday. You ordered him to take the test. He went right over.
I literally walked here. I didn't have nowhere. I walked here.
He went over.
That was a whole 4 hour. I walked here from school. I walked here all the way from Chattanooga.
I'm not asking much. I don't want you to use. Do you understand?
Judge, if I may add, I have communicated with his grandmother. I believe it was on December 5th that I called
Oh,
her.
you spoke with Grandma.
I did.
Have you let Mr. Brooker know first?
Yes, Judge, I recorded. I took details of the conversation and shared it promptly with Mr. Brooker.
How do we go forward?
So it appears as though, based on my conversation with Miss Karen, that the defendant has gone to the house, the residence since then with his friends. He refused to leave even upon her request. There is a MOAP in place, Judge, where he was supposed to have no contact with the residents, and per his bond conditions, I don't believe he was supposed to have contact with her either. And he has gone to the residence.
And now we have even more. I mean,
And she did file a police report, I believe, Judge. She told me she called the police and they filed a report, and she has an offense number.
Mr. Brooker, do you guys want to talk about this and then?
We can, Judge. We can.
Does she want him to come back or no?
Now, my understanding, and I also heard from one of the family members, I believe Tristan's sister, they don't want him to come back. And mentioned something about whatever was the underlying dispute about some property or whatever. I didn't respond to it at all. It just didn't seem like the right thing to do. But as Tristan has indicated, everything he said to me is that he's been living outside, doesn't have anywhere to go, which is my original concern with him. Took him downstairs to try to get him some kind of services. It's just not really a workable situation, but he's communicated with me. We've talked this week. This is his second time here. He took the test, Judge. He was forthright with me. He understands what can happen. I told him.
Saba,
Nobody's gonna bond you out.
what do you want me to?
And now we pivot from reckless driving to a whole new mess. Missed drug tests, broken bond conditions, family disputes, homelessness. This is where the stakes get painfully real. The judge is trying to give him lifelines, but the room is running out of patience. Question for you. At what point should the court stop giving chances?
To do?
Judge, just that he continue having no contact with any of the complainants. They are fearful of the defendant. They do want him to get help. I've also spoken to his mother, and she wants him to receive mental health treatment. He does have
Do you need a place
propensities
to
towards
stay?
violence.
I have like some nights
No, you were telling me earlier that you're living on the street.
I am.
Do you have a place to stay? Okay.
They told me.
If you want, we have places for you to go. I have services for you. I have Shatoria here. We can find you a place to stay if you need it, because the street, it's not a good place to live. The streets will ravage you in ways that you never know. You'll do things just to survive. It's not a good place to be. So if you need a place, we can find you a place. But that's still no excuse to violate conditions of bond. We've ordered you not to go back to this house, right? I get that you may have, issues, where to live, where to stay, who to be with, how to get there. But if they don't want you there, then you can't go. And I mean, they've already called the cops.
I spoke to his family, Judge. They were under the impression that the defendant was living with a friend in their house, so I don't know.
And that's my understanding too, and Tristan did tell me that he intended to go and stay with a friend. But that was 2 months ago, Judge. He's not paying any rent or anything. His situation has changed since then.
Look, I'm trying really hard not to put you into custody, but at some point, your actions become your own and it's on you. I'm not going to keep playing this game. I'm not, I expect you, like everybody else, to live to the conditions. When we tell you not to go back, it's mom or grandma.
I spoke to both, Judge. Grandma wants no contact.
If I hear it happens again, get ready. You're not allowed to use. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you for someone dropped the ball here. And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm telling you, you're going to get tested again. And if it tests positive again, there's no excuse. Now, we have resources to help you. If you want help, all you have to do is ask. We've given you a list of places that you can call, that you can go stay. They will take you in. If you need any other resources, we're happy to help you as well. But at some point, there's just no more excuse. Understand? All right.
Good, Judge.
Hey, that's it. I mean, really, just no more tolerance. I mean, I don't know, this is what, 3, 4, how many times is this?
It's our second time back since the first time, but I do understand. I agree. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Saba. So I guess let mom and grandma know, hey, we've tightened the leash.